Here I am at Nehru Place. That's where Agenda, the new election special series on the road to 2014 is coming from. Now, why we've chosen this location behind me, it's the Nehru Place metro station. Now, the metro means so much to the capital because in a way it's freed up the city, it's provided that mass transport which a big capital city like Delhi has always been missing, and that's what a lot of people, the Congress is flaunting it and saying, look, this is the symbol of the development we've brought to the capital. And the BJP says, well, it's not much really anyway, and it's not because of the Congress. So that's what we'll be talking about, whether Delhi's development agenda is something that will get the Congress votes or won't be enough. And our pundits today will be, from the Congress, we have Ragini Nayak, and from the BJP, Sanjay Kaul, taking counter positions. They are pundits this evening. First, let's take a look at the claims in our talking point.
Anubhav hai, raftar hai. That literally translates into there is experience and the Congress has delivered. In fact, the Congress is hoping that its report card of the last 15 years will be what the people will keep in mind when they come and vote on polling day. In fact, another slogan here says that Rukegi nahi meri Delhi, the fact that there needs to be a continuity, and that's essentially what the Congress is hoping for. The fact that it's been able to develop the national capital, that's something that voters will keep in mind, is what the Congress leaders say. However, the opposition on its stand says that Delhi has also gotten funds because of the fact that this is the capital, and in fact the Congress really hasn't done too much. Which one will the voter keep in mind? One will just have to wait and watch. So while Gujarat Chief Minister and the BJP's Prime Ministerial nominee Narendra Modi may be selling the Gujarat development story, for the party with a difference. The Congress, which has ruled Delhi for 15 years under Sheila Dikshit, says that development will be its main plank in the elections and is banking on Sheila Dikshit to bring it to victory for the fourth time.
The quality of education has increased, the infrastructure is much better now. So all these things are there. They are trying to hoodwink people of Delhi who are very intelligent. There are 800 roads, over 60 feet roads, which were in shabby condition. And we are going with our work which we have done over the last 5 years.
You go to Dwarka. This is a hospital which was conceived and planned by me, got the approval from the Planning Commission in 1995. I got the land for it, I got all the drawings etc. started. Till 98, when we lost our government in 2013, you go to Dwarka, you will not find a single brick there. Which development? Still you have the waterlogged city when there is a little bit of rain. We will install a very honest, transparent and people-friendly government which will have modern idea.
What's also worrying both the BJP and the Congress is the Aam Aadmi Party, which is making its debut in the Delhi polls and plans to field all 70 candidates. It's already got a head start on campaigning, with more than 65 candidates already announced. Both the BJP and the Congress have yet to do so. The AAP has made corruption its main issue. With elections now barely 40 days away, all parties have pulled out the stops in getting their message across. In New Delhi, Siddharth Pandey for NDTV.
So for all these flyovers, the metro station, can Congress take credit? That's what our first talking point is. Or is it, Sanjay Kaul, because of Delhi's special status?
Look, the way I look at it is you have to do with what you've got. My point is simply this: the highest per capita income in the country, certain distinct advantages which you are hinting at, and what did you make of it? So I'm saying, if you want to describe quality of life in terms of, say, a mall, or some of these outwardly things, or a couple of flyovers, I don't think that's how it works. The simple thing is a flyover is basically is a band-aid to a larger problem, which means you have a problem with transport. It's not for nothing that you were all nervous that we could not get here in time.
Yes, Diwali traffic is bad.
Whatever it is, the point is there's something called capacity. So there has been no capacity building. After 15 years. But
Rahul Gandhi talked about the metro.
Let's talk about the metro. Here's the thing: you get into a metro,
and we are right in front of a beautiful metro station. It is impressive when you look at it. It's really big. And I'm not talking about the malls. The malls have nothing to do with it. But the metro station you know, for women, for people who talked about lack of mass transport. Don't you think that's impressive?
No, it's not, because you see, the point is that, you know, we have to get beyond symbolism. The fact is that you have a very poor bus transport system, which does not connect this metro station with a lot of places that you want to get to. So the bigger problem is last mile connectivity, zero. You have a bus transport system which is actually just 25 years behind time, and you have done nothing about it. More importantly, your hospitals. The quality of life is defined by the kind of health services you get. So I'm just quickly rounding up.
Yeah.
My point is, the real indices are not these. The real indices, we lag. Look at a state like Gujarat and look at the levels that we are talking about. We are just way behind on everything.
And Ragini, he's pointing, you know, he's saying, fine, that metro may look impressive, but that's true. Feeder stations, you need everything. You need the buses also to support it.
Let me begin by saying that BJP has a problem to every solution. You know, this has been the story of BJP, not just in Delhi, but all across the country. Cribbing, negative criticism, false allegations. As far as the Congress party, not just in Delhi, but the UPA government is concerned, let me say that the question that you asked was a rhetorical question. Of course, we are going to take the credit because we are the ones who have felt the pulse of the people and we are the ones who have worked for the people. It's not just about 22 lakh people travel by metro every day. That's not a small thing. 62 flyovers we're talking about, 29 subways, 69 foot overbridge, 1800 parks maintained by the RWAs. It's not just about this much. Highest per capita income, highest GDP. We are also second highest GDP. Let me correct it. You might have your own figures. You're entitled to your own opinion. You're not entitled to your own facts, Mr. Sanjay Kaul. Let me just complete it. Apart from that, I must also talk about the Lal Dora extension. I must also talk about the regularization of the unauthorized colonies. I must also talk about ownership rights. I must also talk about extension of roads.
Let me just make a point.
26,000 to
BJP says
30,000.
363 unauthorized colonies and the urban villages in Delhi are neglected. So they are not seeing that development.
See, neglection can also be a part of their MLAs. How have they performed in their areas? We are extending the Lal Dora land. We are also bound on developing the Delhi villages. There is a lot of work. The narrative of progress and development that Congress has written in Delhi cannot be overlooked by the masses.
I know Sanjay Kaul wants to kind of retort to that, and I will give you a chance. Let's just take our second talking point on that, because just to move it along is the development that is there. When we look at the metro stations, when we look at the flyovers, is a lot of it actually due to 2010 games, the Commonwealth Games, which are also controversial. Sanjay Kaul, is that right?
That is there, but I would like to just respond to what was going on earlier. The fact, you see, you cannot present the metro and everything else that you do as a favor that you do to people. My point is simply my point is that you have to understand that you have incredible resources at your command, but that you made a hash of them. The BRT runs efficiently in Ahmedabad. It's a fiasco in Delhi.